Hello everybody, welcome to WrestleMania week day 2. Yesterday I want to thank you everybody who tuned in. We had a lot of views yesterday, more than average on the first day. I'm happy, I'm a happy bunny. Thank you for joining in. I hope you liked the show yesterday. We're going to talk again about WrestleMania today. I wear my sunglasses today because I have such an enormous bright light standing on the spot of me. It's hurting my eyes. And well, people who know me, I had my eyes lasered many years ago. And if you have a bright light, it is actually really annoying, to be honest. So it's not because I want to be cool. It's not because I want to be Mr. You know, no, it's just for protecting my eyes to be going. Oh, it's just not that I want to be like, you know what I mean. Anyway, you can see it sometimes in reflection. Look, this is standing on me, on my eyes at the moment. If you can see the reflection in my sunglasses at the moment, then you can see what I have to deal with. So, back to that. I'm not going to do that again. Yes, you can see, here's my computer screen in front of me. I'm looking at myself. It's terrible. But anyway, enough of being that sad. I'm looking at myself live. And if you're joining in, welcome to our show. Respond through the live chat, of course. Um, there you can answer or you can send your questions. We'll answer them if on and otherwise if you can make live broadcast. Uh, Put them on the thread on Facebook. It's not that difficult. Facebook.com/JJA Sport Studio. The best Facebook page in the whole wide world. On Facebook, of course. Where else? Anyway, we're going to the show. Are you excited for WrestleMania? That is my question today. And we're going to talk about excitement for WrestleMania. And I'll be honest, people. A few years ago, I was excited. I was ecstatic. It was something to look forward to. The last few years, it feels like it's getting less and less. And maybe it's the age talking, or you're getting used to it. But it also maybe has something to do with something else. The build-ups. The build-ups are not that good. They have the last few years really been a letdown. And if they do them, they directly go overboard. You know what I mean? There is no pleasing at all. I can remember a few years back, maybe around a good 10 years back, every match had a storyline. Every match was built up. You could figure it a little bit out. You can see what's coming, and it had a good story. And the match had a background. Why it has been done. I think some matches are today thrown together for the sake of it. And I'm going directly. One of my topics is Finn Balor, and I think it's great to see the Demon finally at WrestleMania. The entrance is amazing. I hope they do it around time when it's a little bit dark around WrestleMania. So you can see the light show around it. It's phenomenal. I'm really looking forward to that. But there's really not a build-up. Yeah, of course he won it, then lost it again, and you know what I mean. And the Demon makes him invincible. Maybe on that way you have some sort of build-up. But I think there needs more to that story. Why he wants to fight him as the Demon. And that's what I'm missing a little bit. I'm happy to see the Demon at WrestleMania. I always look forward to it. I can remember in the time when Finn Balor was on NXT, always with the takeovers, he was always the Demon. It always built up to be the Demon. And now you see it maybe once per year, if we're lucky. And that's a shame because it's a phenomenal character. The Demon is actually, even if you're going on the records, he's undefeated on the main roster. I don't actually know about NXT. I have to look that up, by the way. But he's undefeated, people. And that is the thing. That is the phenomenal. And maybe it's also good that you don't do too often because we're then getting used to it. It's getting too still. I agree on that. And it's a nice space. But last time when we had it, was it SummerSlam, wasn't it, against Baron Corbin? Wasn't it something like that? And you know, that's already a little bit long time again. If you want to do the demon character not every pay-per-view, I understand, because then you have to have every pay-per-view every month. But do it then with the big ones, you know, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and the Royal Rumble. Now, of course, you can have, it's a little bit difficult if you have to, if Finn Balor itself in the Royal Rumble match, then I can understand a little bit. Okay, I get that. And maybe then, or otherwise, instead of the Royal Rumble, if he's in the Royal Rumble match, put it then on Money in the Bank or something. Money in the Bank, very famous pay-per-view. It's also grown to be, I think, slowly to an A show. If you ask me, everybody likes the concept. Being that said, yeah, a lot happened again, but it was not the best Raw. I mean, the promo from Batista, really. But of course, let's talk about the main event, because there's so much happening around, right? Becky was arrested, and was taken out of the main event, suspended, but back in, and now we're interested. And now the last episode is they all got arrested. The funny part is, when I do predictions, I always look at 50-50 bookings. Who goes over on the last Raw is 9 out of 10. If you have never noticed that, if you really look into it, they lose. They really lose at WrestleMania. That's a little bit difficult to say with how actually with the three being arrested. Maybe Charlotte was back in the WWE still when the other two was taken off. Could be easily a sign. I really don't know. So maybe Charlotte is certain to lose. I don't think also Charlotte should go over. If they're close and reach show with it, I think you should go let the person who is over with the crowd. And this time it's Becky, but I'll get to that when we're booking. So I'm walking a little bit ahead of me anyway. But yeah. But again, it's so overdriven. And I was wondering, I was looking a little bit, why were the police? Why was the police there? I mean, seriously, when I phone the police and if something happened to me, trust me, they're not there in 5 seconds. I never experienced that, not even if you call the emergency number. I can guarantee to you that still will take time, but still the police car has to come to your house. That won't go in, they're directly coming in to the fighting. I mean, why should police agents actually to keep these three from fighting? There is a lackluster. It doesn't make sense, that story. That yes, that they got arrested because what was it? This again, Ronda kicked the officer down. Yeah, definitely. If you do that, you get arrested, people. Trust me. And actually, that was a very good storyline. But why did the police get involved to hold these three ladies from each other? Nobody told us. Maybe creative of Stephanie forgot to tell that if they went on fight, the police were standing by to go in. That would make sense. WWE didn't mention that, did they? Again, the lackluster of storytelling, people. It's that simple. Why was there police there? 9 out of 10 times. Police is really there. But let's be honest, these police, of course, these are not real police people. These are actually amateur wrestlers, maybe from NXT in development center or something, you know. But I mean, for example, CM Punk was a dressed up gangster on the what was it? WrestleMania 23? I think this was 23, right? And he had gangsters. Well, that was CM Punk then. I'm just saying, just to make that sure. There was also an entrance, I think it was wasn't it again when Roman Reigns fought Triple H and one of the girls there was Charlotte. I mean, that's how you see. They always use other wrestlers to develop it. So they also use police agents. Anyway, the question is, am I looking forward to WrestleMania? In a way, of course I do. I know it's there around the corner. It will be great. The problem what I'm also having is actually with it is it will be 7.5 hours long, people. That is my major concern. I have to sit there and watch it, make a report of it, go after them online and talk with you guys. I really like to do that. That is not a problem. But the problem is, I don't mind to do that for 3 hours, but 7.5 hours. But I'm willing to do that for you guys because I love you that much. I'm really to go deep for you because it's WrestleMania. So, being that said, it's just that 7.5 hours, it's way too long. It is. But you also have to think all the people in the crowd there, sitting there. I mean, I'm scared that when we're halfway, the audience is exhausted. They're dead. It will take you will take the lackluster, the cheering of the crowd. It's way too long, 7.5 hours. And I don't get it where WWE is getting the nerve from to do so long shows. They should know better. I mean, it's a commercial fuck up. Sorry I say it. And why do I say that? It's because, think about it. When you go to the shows, for 7 hours, you need to go to the toilet. So you won't be able to see the whole show. You need to eat. You need to drink. 9 out of 10 times, it's almost mission impossible to get your own food and drinks along. So you have to buy it there. You know that in stadiums, the food is terrible. It's horrible. The drinks, well, they're never cold. And the plastic glass. I mean, if you're there, you take a beer, right? I'm just taking a sip of my drink. You take a beer. There will not be foam on your beer. The beer will be warm, and you're getting out of a plastic glass. Even if they give beer at all. Okay, then you go to soda one. Well, the bubbles are out. Half of it's water. And it tastes like crap. And it is warm. And then the amount you have to pay for it. Really? And then you sit there for 7.5 hours. Think about it. It is, of course, a very good commercial standpoint for the stadium because they will sell drink, they will sell food. But you're almost forced to it. And then it's not the best. And plus, as a small kid, if you go there with your kid, can a kid at 7, 8, or well, they allow actually 11 years old, but a kid of 11 years old, Can it hold that concentration for 7.5 hours to watch that show? No! These are all arguments WWE should look better at. If you want to do a long show, then do it over 2 days. That's now already been discussed several times. We throw it out there. And Vince McMahon says, fuck you, I'm not going to do that. You're going to sit 7.5 hours in that bloody seat and you're going to enjoy the show. What do you get? You get tired. Kids get annoyed. They want to go home. When you go home, they're pissed off because they didn't see the show. Half of it. Think about it, it's also Sunday evening. So they have to go to school after. It's not smart. I remember when I was young, WrestleMania was 4 hours with several matches, good matches, a stacked up card. Not all matches were long, some matches were 5-10 minutes, but it was there and it paid off and it was more exciting. It was, and I'm not going to say everything from the olden day was better and blah, 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 blah. But I think if you are going to talk about a show to entertain for so long, I mean, nobody does these shows. I mean, I can't remember even the Super Bowl being that long. Or a World Cup final is that long. I think Vince, if you hear this, Vince, and what I have to talk about, you really should look into this. Because when we're coming down to the main event, and what is awesome, and I'm so happy for it, finally for the women, in the first time of history in WrestleMania, we have a female main event. Winner takes all. Both titles on the line. Absolutely. You have the three best name in the business of female wrestlers at the moment. That is Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey. But when we come to the match, everybody will be sleeping and dead. There will not be cheering. Everybody saying, like, yeah, whatever. Exhausted. Children are like annoyed. I mean, and that's the whole problem. And why do we have these long shows? Why do we do it? Because everybody has to get on the card. Everybody has to stand up and point at a WrestleMania show sign there and get a WrestleMania moment. Where is that thing that only if you had a championship match or you won the Royal Rumble, you could point at the sign? Now everybody's pointing on that sign. If my grandma was there, she would be alive, she would be also standing and pointing nowadays to that WrestleMania sign. I know I'm taking a little bit of Mickey, but think about it. It's all overdone. It's not necessary. If you are in the Battle Royale of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, you don't need to point at a sign. Really. And the thing is, the Battle Royale doesn't do anything for it. And I gave already some solution. What can you do? Well, let the winner of the Battle Royale participate in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Give him that spot. You can even do a whole storyline, right? You start off the Battle Royale. You you win it. You go to Money in the Bank. You retrieve the briefcase. And ta-da, next year you're standing into the main event of WrestleMania. Because as champion. Or you don't have to be, if it's a really undercard wrestler, put them in a WrestleMania, give them the WWE Championship, because they've never made the inventing anyways. Being them the WWE Champion and let them defend it in the opening match of WrestleMania. Happened before, people, let's be honest. Right? But that's what you can do. You can do a whole story around it. People see. Maybe I'm not the brightest guy, but even I can figure that out. And the same for the women. Give them also a spot for the in the Money in the Bank ladder match for the women. That is not so difficult, is it? It makes also more interest to watch because what do they get? They get a prize. They get such a little cup, statue, what is it? And they can home with it. You never see it, it's never been used and again. You can build it up. You can push that guy hell to limbs. I'm now going to win money. I'm going to be money, Mr. in the bank. And it's not that easy. Difficult, people. Really. Or give them a title shot. Next pay-per-view. To be pay-per-view anyway. Who cares? You know, let them fight for something. Because then the Battle Royale gives also more meaning. But then we also have to get some wrestlers in, of course, who are not just jobbers. Right? I mean, who do we else have in them besides Braun Strowman, who's actually become a joke? And who else have got more into it? You know what could be funny? If one of those guys from Saturday Night's Live won it. I would love my ass in pieces because if we had that stipulation, he had to go to the Money in the Bank ladder match. Could be really funny, isn't it? See now how you can do with stuff. It's so easy, WWE. It's so easy. Think about it. You don't have. It's not rocket science. That's how you make WrestleMania excitement. Also have a goal with it. I know what you're getting at WWE. I get it. WrestleMania is like New Year's evening, the last day of the year for the season calendar, and on Raw the next night, and everybody goes nuts, is the 1st of January. You know, New Year's Day, right? For the wrestling calendar. That's how you can see. So you start all over. Be a little bit more creative. And if you don't want to let them win the Money in the Bank ladder match, no, you got the spot, you got in. You know what I mean? WWE is still booking the match. That's how you use a little creativity and give these matches a little bit more meaning. And maybe, just maybe, you don't always have to put them in the pre-show or the kickoff show, or will be 2 hours. I'm just saying. Well, that is my opinion. That was actually a plan, but I had to get this off my chest, people. Let me know what you think. What do you think? Should there be a stipulation for the winner to get somewhere? And if so, what would you think? What would be a great idea to do with the winner of the Money in the Bank of the Battle Royals at WrestleMania? Yes. Anyway, my name is JJA Abbink. I'm reporting for JJA Sport Studio, the best sport news site in the world. Take a look at them, jjasportstudio.com. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/JJA Sport Studio. You can tweet with us on @JJA Sport Studio. We are on Pinterest also, pinterest.com/JJA LiveTube. And here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Do it. Help us out. Get out and let your mom subscribe. Let your brother subscribe. Your sister, your lover, your wife, your husband. I don't care. Let them subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. You really help us a lot. And of course, comment on what would you do with the money of the Battle Royals. I really would like to know that from you guys. It's interesting to hear what the viewing crowd thinks of this. And of course, on WrestleMania, should it be shorter or over 2 days time? That's up to you. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 10 o'clock Central European time. 9 o'clock UK time, and 4 o'clock Eastern time in the US. All right, thank you for tuning in. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Ciao.